Today on the show, we talk about the new website blueprint for churches. Say it with me.
No,
Say it with me.
Like it.
Say it. Well. Hey there, Pro.
I said it, but it was like really short.
Really quiet. You're like,
Well.
well, hey there, Pro Church Nation. Welcome back to another session of Ask Brady, episode number 7. Great to have you here. We're going to be answering your questions when it comes to church, digital, social, whatever really you want answered. You want to talk about sports? You want to talk about mental health? You want to talk about politics? Nah, not going there. Not going to do that again. Nope.
Learned our lesson.
Nope. Okay, what's happening? It is the first day of March Madness. We got our brackets filled out at work today, which I thought would be fun because there's 7 of us right now, and 7 brackets makes for a fun time. We've got our scoring system in place. We've got the prize, $100 cash.
Gonna be rich.
And Brandon made a great point, that which he has a better chance of earning money than any of the kids actually in the tournament. So there's that. I've got Duke over UNC in the finals. Hate both teams, but it's all about the winning. Though if I do win, who pays me? Myself? Or I just don't have to pay any of you?
You get the pride of a job well done.
Okay. Probably should have just chose Wichita State or some crazy Cinderella story to go all the way. Okay, we promised. Well, we didn't promise.
We didn't Well, I feel like it was kind of a promise.
Like it was a half promise that we wanted to show you the Nucleus demo this week. They tell me it's going to be done today.
Okay.
So it is going to be done on time based on the timeline, but we won't be able to show you. We're definitely going to have, catastrophe could strike. Let's hope not. But we're going to have one for you ready in the next week. You can see a live, ready-to-go Nucleus demo. And also, we are doing a big giveaway next week that I cannot reveal the details. I love when people say, I can't talk about right now. I'm in charge. I can do whatever I want. I'm not going to tell you, but I
you know
could.
What? I'm not going to tell you.
I can't. You know what? Just there are powers above me, gatekeepers that are restricting me, prohibiting me from sharing the details of this big giveaway. But we are going to be doing a huge giveaway. It's going to be huge next week. And so look forward to that.
Does that count as talking about politics?
With the first Trump reference dropped, let's go into the first question.
So the first question comes from Savannah.
Savannah says, what is the best way to increase church attendance over the summer? The summer season is consistently a low attendance season for our church. From a social media perspective, what would you advise?
Before moving to Niagara Falls, I lived in the most northern major city in North America, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, about 1 million people. It experiences 8 to 12 weeks of summer, not even. And that summer is quote unquote summer.
I thought you were going to say it experiences 8 to 12 days of summer.
And even when it is summer, it's unbelievably windy. So you're outside like on the beach and you're like, it's not enjoyable. So I know what it's like. The shorter your summer is, the more drastic the attendance drop off is as well, because people during summertime are on vacation, right? They're on road trips, kids are out of school, got to put them somewhere, got to do something. And so people go on more vacation. Weather's warmer, let's go out and have some fun. And like I said, the shorter your summer is, the more drastic the drop-off generally is as well. One thing that I've found that can offset this is instead of trying to go against the culture, and this can be applied to so many different situations in the church, not just summer attendance. Instead of trying to go against the culture, everyone's leaving, let's try to make them not leave and stay. What you want to do is go with the culture. So why are people leaving on vacation? Well, they're trying to have fun things in the summer. Summer is short, kids are out of school. What can we do that's fun? One thing that, Jonas, we should link this up. There's this great post done by our friends over at The Creative Pastor, Kendall Connor. It's like how to make every Sunday special or something like that. Kendall is on like the lead team of Piedmont Chapel, which is a church plant of a couple of years, I think, in North Carolina. And what they've done, and they've seen it work extremely well, is that every Sunday, something special is happening. So there's no such thing as just another Sunday at Piedmont Chapel. Every Sunday it's like, oh, we've got pictures with the Easter Bunny, or we've got free ice cream for the kids, or we've got X, Y, Z. And in this blog post, he's got like 40 different examples of things they've done. So definitely link that up. We'll put it in the YouTube show notes below. This is one thing that you can do during the summer months to get people excited about church. If it's just a regular like summer Sunday, and people are like, yep, just another week at church, or we could go to the beach. But if you've got something exciting happening that Sunday that isn't happening any other time, people are going to be more willing to come. We call this a Sunday incentive. Sunday incentive. So there's Sunday, the normal what you're going to do, 4 songs, announcements, and a message, but we've also got this other extra special thing. This is marketing, sales, promotion 101. You've got your regular thing. How can we get people to take action now when they could just wait? So people do this with sales, right? People could go in and buy chicken anytime they're at the grocery store. But in the flyer, it shows that this week, chicken is like $2 off when you buy 18 chickens or more. Wow. There's that incentive saying you could do this whenever, but there's this limited time thing that will expire that's going to incentivize you to do it now. We do this when we launch Nucleus. When we launch Nucleus, for the first 49 hours, you'll be able to join for $49 a month. If we don't do that, people are going to be like, well, Nucleus is launched. Great, I could join anytime. Well, join now, and you'll get this exclusive discount. We'll do it later in the Nucleus launch. We'll give away a free bonus. Join now, and you'll get this free bonus, which we will not be giving away in 72 hours when it expires. Sunday incentive. This can help a great deal when it comes to getting people to church on Sunday during the summer months. And I think Savannah also asked about social, how to integrate that into it. Easy. That's where you promote the Sunday incentive. Like this Sunday, we've got free ice cream for the kids. This Sunday, we're doing a little family festival afterwards. This Sunday, we're giving away a $300 gift card for Holy's, the Mexican restaurant that everybody loves. Tons of reasons to come. Sunday incentive.
Yeah. All right, so the second question comes from Katie.
Katie says, I know many places have several domains for different things, sermon, visitors, etc. What is the benefit of that, and what types of things do you suggest churches use multiple domains for?
So we believe in the 2 church website blueprints. You've got one website for your new visitors. It's going to be your main website, like mychurch.com. And then you've got another website for your existing congregation. Example, mychurch.info. If you're looking for a church that's doing this extremely well, go to Church on the Move. They've got churchonthemove.com. This is their main website where new visitors are going to land on. When they land on it, they'll see service times, campus locations, what to expect, what the church believes, maybe sample some sermon content, what a service is going to be like. And then they've got cotm.info. COTM, of course, the acronym for Church on the Move. cotm.info. It's a site built mobile first, and it's for their existing congregation. On it, you can give, find a small group, sign up for an app. Sign up for an event. Just got a notification about an app. Never sign up for an app. Sign up for an event. You can see the message notes for that week. You can connect, prayer request, contact the church. Every next step is available there. And the reason we think this is important is because when you have one website that tries to do multiple things, you end up not serving either audience well. So if you have one website and you're trying to serve your existing congregation and new visitors well, what happens is you end up not serving either exceptionally well. We'll see this all the time with churches. You'll go to their website if you go to that church and you're looking for events. And you're like, I know there's a calendar page on here somewhere. What about small groups? And it's not really built well. They stick it on a back page somewhere. Now, of course, up until now, and this is just a blatant plug for Nucleus, I feel like you chose this question to just set up me promoting Nucleus. Until now, you've had to build this website on your own. But wait, we built software that will specifically allow you to build your congregation first online platform.
You're welcome.
Built mobile first, 100% customizable. Launching April 25th, 2017. Sunday, be there. That was just a monster truck throwback from something we did this week.
Yeah.
Apologies if that was a little bit too much inside baseball. So to answer this question, just this week I was doing video announcements for a big church, like huge church. And interestingly, almost every announcement, they gave a website that was unique and it was a subdomain. So for instance, they're like, what we'd love for you to do is sign up for baptism. Go to signup.mychurch.com. If you're new, go to new.mychurch.com. And I kind of like that idea, the subdomain, but being able to remember each of those domains is going to be a bit much. So like you can go overboard with this, right? Like you can be like most churches and only have one website. We don't think that's the best approach. You can go overboard and have 12 different domains to point people to. I think the best thing is 2 unique domains. We see churches doing this with their apps, right? So churches want an app because they realize that their website isn't serving their existing congregation super well. So their natural inclination is, let's get an app that will solve it. Now, we've talked way too much about apps lately, so we don't need to talk much more about that. The motive behind getting an app is good. You want to serve your congregation uniquely. We think the method isn't that great. The data backs that up. And so that's why Nucleus is going to be such a big deal. It's going to allow you to build that congregation-first online platform. 2 websites, 2 audiences, 2 landing spots.
All right.
Roxanne said at the beginning of this, she's like, I don't feel like I have much to say today, so this might go quicker. And I looked at her and I said, what are you talking about? You don't have much to say.
Well, we all know this show's about me, so I don't have a lot to say today.
You don't want to add anything?
No.
Do you want to apologize to Katie for botching her name?
It's true. I'm sorry, Katie. I didn't fully read your name before starting to speak.
Katie is one of those names, like Christy, that there is unlimited variations of.
That's true.
Christy,
This
Christine,
was the
Kirsty,
basic one.
Kirsten,
And I still
Kristen,
screwed it up,
Katie,
but-
Kate, Caitlin, Kitelyn, Cotlin, Coatlin, Craitlin, Kriston,
Are you
Christine, Christune.
Okay, I'll wait.
I'm done.
All right, so question 3 comes from Cheston.
Cheston says, how should my church use our YouTube channel? Right now, we only use it for our video announcements. In the future, I would like to film our worship.
Cheston?
It might be pronounced wrong, but that's how it's spelled.
What is it, Cheston?
It's Cheston.
Cheston. Okay, the reason that I'm bringing this up is because I was watching Friends last night, and it's the episode where they're talking, Chandler's dating this girl, and he thinks that there's this other guy kind of infringing on the relationship, and he's like, they're gonna go to their parties together at work, and he's gonna be like, oh, who are you dating? What's his name? Chester? And she'll be like, no, Chandler, and he'll be like, whatever, and then Joey's like, that is a good move.
And then they're gonna go to their little cast parties, and he's gonna try to undermine me. You know, he'll be like, so, where's your boyfriend? What's his name, Chester? And she'll go, no, it's Chandler. And he'll go, whatever.
That is a good trick.
And so when I heard Cheston, I was like, what's his name? Cheston? And Chandler, whatever.
Great, so I, say Katie's name wrong. You
No,
insult
but see, mine was
Cheston,
topical. Comparing it to a sitcom, yours was just negligence.
All right.
Okay, so YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. So when we're reverse engineering a YouTube first strategy, what are we trying to do on YouTube? You have to think, what is the actual user trying to do on YouTube? What is their goal for being on YouTube? Well, they're searching for something. There is an amazing YouTube kind of strategy and technique that we break down inside Pro Church Academy in this course called Serve the World with YouTube, where basically we show you how to exactly kind of game the system of YouTube. YouTube is still very much, it's hard to believe because it's such a massive platform. It's still built in such a way that you can like game the system. Not in like a shady black hat sort of way, just in a way that YouTube's like, yeah, hey, here's how we work. And if you know how we work, then you can kind of take advantage of that, which is good because remember, YouTube is a search engine, which means people are searching for answers. So how, as a church, can we game the system of YouTube and grow and reach more people? Well, it's very simple. You need to answer questions that people are searching for. How do we do that? Well, there's 2 ways. You can go to the Google keyword tool and type in keyword phrases and look at the volume of how much those are being searched. Remember, Google owns YouTube. You can also go to YouTube and in the actual YouTube search bar, type in phrases and see how YouTube begins to fill them in. So if you go, for instance, you could type in something like best Bible translation, and you can see how many searches that's getting. I imagine that it's getting a pretty good amount. And then you could see in the YouTube actual search bar, you could type in best Bible and see how it fills in. Maybe it fills it in translation. Maybe it fills in version and feel, okay, which one should we make? And then what I would do is I'd make a video and title it Best Bible Translation dash, and then put in the title of the video. What you want to do is you want to get that keyword at the very beginning of the title on YouTube. This is some advanced YouTube gaming right now. I hope you're taking notes, okay? So this is what you want to do. Find a keyword with a significant search traffic. I'm thinking at least more than 1,000. We have the exact numbers in the course, but I don't remember them offhand. We did the course about a year ago, but this strategy still works for now. Find some keywords, create a video off that keyword, because what you're doing is you're finding something that people are searching for. People are searching for, I want to read the Bible, what's the best version that I should be reading? And you as a church are going to help answer that question for them. So now, in your video, the title, put the keyword at the very beginning, Best Bible Translation, dash, title of the video. So you could do something, for example, Best Bible Translation, dash, 4 Bible translations that are awesome to read. Then, in the description of the YouTube video, you want to put that keyword in there again at the very beginning, within the first paragraph, within the first sentence ideally. So in the description, you'd be like, ever wonder what's the best Bible translation? There's your keyword, question mark. In this video, we break down 4 of our favorite translations and which ones to choose from. You can also include any keywords that are very similar, but like basically identical, like synonymous. So you could also put in best Bible version. Best Bible translation is the main one. And then any one that comes up in your searching that is basically identical. And then final thing you want to do is in the tags of the video itself, make sure you're tagging that. Best Bible translation tag, best tag, Bible tag, translation tag, version tag. I guarantee you, you do that, you're going to be on the first page of YouTube. It's insane. We do this all the time with Pro Church Tools. It's like clockwork. You follow the system, you do what they ask you to do, and you're in. Here's the key. In the video itself, what you want to do is ask people to subscribe. This is why on the Pro Church Tools site, we have so many places where you can enter your email and join our email list. We're awesome on Google. 60% of our traffic comes from Google still, and we have like an audience of like 35,000 people on our email list. Still, the biggest traffic source by far is Google organic search. When people find us and come to prochurchtools.com organically, our goal is, okay, they made it here. Let's capture their information so we can get them back here. This is what your church does with your connection cards. You get a new visitor, you capture their information so that you can follow up with them. Same thing on YouTube. They find your video and they watch it. Well, great. How can you get them to subscribe to your channel so then you have their information and you can send more videos to them in the future? How do you do it on YouTube? You just ask them. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to our channel. People will do it. They like the content, they're going to subscribe. And then you just work that YouTube process again and again and again and again. The big thing here to remember is that you do this for 50 videos and they're just going to be working in the background day and night, day and night. You put the work in up front and the results are just going to happen over time. I've seen people that I know, a friend of mine, Sean Cannell, who actually has a great course on YouTube. He built one of his channels up to 100,000 subscribers, just working this process over and over and over again. Because he's got these videos now that have, close to 1 million views on keywords that are, again, in a bigger world than the church world, so you're not going to get those numbers. But the point being is that these videos almost work like employees at your church. You put in the work training them up front, and then they work 24 hours a day for free. It's amazing. And you grow this audience. We just passed 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which was awesome. A lot of that has to go with this organic everyday growth. More subscribers coming on every single day because we have these videos that people are still finding for the first time every single day. And here's the thing. This question comes from a position that most churches are going to come from. We want to do well on YouTube. We're already posting our video announcements. Should we post our sermons? No one's looking for your sermons. And no one's looking for your video announcements. So you can post them there, but that's not what YouTube wants you to do. And they're not going to help you gain a big following by doing that. This is how social works. Instagram has its best practices. YouTube has its best practices. Facebook has its best practices. You can fight against them. We just talked about that in another question with culture. You can fight against it, or you can go with it. But you have to play by their rules if you want to win on these platforms. You can't just do your own thing and expect that to grow your audience. Now, if you're Stephen Furtick of Elevation Church, you don't have to follow these platforms' best practices because your church is already massive. You can do your own thing. But for 99.9% of our churches that don't have international followings of millions upon millions of people, we have to do what these platforms have set as the best practices. Otherwise, you can't game the system. So that's how we just did a great podcast this week on like the ultimate Instagram strategy. We talked about, using hashtags strategically and posting strategically and how to follow people. And the thing is, most churches, 99%, are going to listen to that advice and be like, wow, this is great. And then they're going to keep posting their messages, which is fine. You're going to keep doing what you're doing. If you want to actually take advantage of social, be a pioneering church that actually makes moves online and makes a big difference, you've got to pay attention to what these platforms are asking you to do. And in response, follow the best practices. That was a fire answer. My goodness.
Hot fire flames.
I gotta freaking cool myself down with this Canada Dry Club Soda. People always ask, are you sponsored by Canada Dry? It's like, no,
Yes.
I just like club soda. Why would anyone think we're sponsored by club soda? No one drinks club soda. You know what's in this? Nothing. It's plain club soda. My wife thinks I'm crazy. Water and air.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know what's even weirder?
I don't like it.
The restaurant we went to yesterday with your sister, who ordered club soda and was charged $3.19 for it because club soda falls under the category of soda.
Stupid.
Now, she also got bar lime in it, which
bar
was
lime's the
free.
best.
The bar lime was free, but the water infused with air was costly.
Of course, yeah.
When I was in high school, I was still drinking these. You know what? I'm on brand. I'm not changing. I'm me. Do me. I would walk into the library drinking a club soda. Librarian comes up to me, old 65-year-old lady, always angry. High school librarians, always angry, probably rightfully so. Comes up to me and says, you can't drink pop, which is what we call it in Canada. You can't drink pop in here. And I'm like, it's not pop, it's water with air. And she's like, no, it's soda. It's just like Coke. I'm like, no, you're allowed water. This is just water with a little bit more air infused into it. Just bubbles. She's like, what if it spilled? I'd be like, it would be like water. People use club soda to remove stains, Mrs. Whitten.
Brady Shearer, terrorizing librarians since...
My mom was a librarian, so I
90s.
always felt like I could
Okay,
always...
never mind. Terrorizing librarians since
I got my volunteer hours in high school
1991.
at the library. Yeah, no, I think because my mom was a librarian, I was like, I know what it's like. You don't think I understand the Dewey Decimal System? I can body you, librarian. I'm all about this life. Club soda. All right, let's bring it home. Final question.
All right, so the fourth question comes from Tyrone.
Tyrone asks, hey Brady, I've had several people from my church ask about having two hosts during our news segment. I personally think adding dialogue would make the segments too long and would add more work to what should be a fairly simple script, but I wanted to know what your thoughts on that would be.
So video announcements, 500 words or less if you're using a teleprompter. 2 minutes is the sweet spot for video announcements, which I imagine Tyrone is referring to with the news segment. I think he's right. You introduce a second person, that dialogue becomes tough. We see churches with their video announcements trying to be gimmicky, trying to be funny, trying to infuse a SNL Saturday Night Live-esque element to it. Like this announcement for the upcoming women's retreat is dull, but if we do a little skit, try to make it funny, we can improve it. We can show this. I think this would be great. Because I don't want to sound hypocritical, the first time I ever did video announcements in second year of college when I was hired on as the media director at my church plant, we would have me and this other guy named Jeff, twin video announcement segments. Feel free to show, something me looking like a fool. Hey, he's Jeff, I'm Brady, and this is the Church Network.
Ball hockey is this Monday at 7 o'clock as usual. However, you're not going to want to miss this one because it's going to be the last floor hockey youth update for this week. We're going to be meeting at Hazeldean Community Hall just by the church. Regular pickup times, regular drop-offs, regular everything. Check out our Facebook.
These segments we thought would be funnier with two people. The thing is, it's so much harder to produce. You've got to add a second person into scheduling. You have to assume that the rapport these two individuals have is good. And, it can work, but I think the hassle just isn't really worth it. We're working with limited resources as churches, right? And if we're going to be taking our video announcements that are already a time suck, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Announcements are an important part of service, and video announcements have a ton of advantages, but they're already a time suck when it comes to, writing the scripts, collecting the announcements, presenting them, editing them, exporting, publishing. You add in a second individual, dual hosts, and you're just adding more time to the process. Could that time that person is spending be better if he or she was spending it on social? If he or she was spending it filming something else? Probably. And so if you've got a great rapport between two people who are great on camera, who basically it's not even an added time suck at all because they're both so great on camera, then yeah, maybe. And if you've got a great place to film it, if you've got 2 mics to make it work, or if you know, like, it just adds another variable. And when you add another variable, you're adding so much extra to the equation. And you're removing resources that could be allocated elsewhere. And so probably the best decision is just one person. It can be done with 2, but just consider all the actual implications of it.
Right.
Any additional thoughts?
No, I feel good.
Okay, well, that does it for this episode of Ask Brady. If you want your question answered, hashtag Ask Brady on Instagram or Twitter. We will find it. Hashtag Ask Brady on the comments, Facebook or YouTube. We just surpassed 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, like I said. If you're not subscribed there, come on. We got to get to 100,000 like soon. So I want that plaque from YouTube when you hit 100K, when they send you the, like, that would be so sweet, right? We'll hit it one day. YouTube.com/ProChurchTools, Facebook.com/ProChurchTools, at Brady Shearer, Instagram and Twitter. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in another episode coming soon. Talk soon. I can't end on soon again. Man, that was a choke. We will see you around.